Hey, any fish. It's the 11th of October, 2017. And I came across this article yesterday, and it was put upon me to bookmark it and come back to it. And so I did. And what I want to share from it, there's multiple things that I could point out in here, but the bottom line is NASA wants to alter DNA of Mars astronauts in the 2030s to protect them from cancerous space radiation. Okay? Now, you need to understand that, like, most people do not know and do not care whether the Earth is flat or round or a planet or, you know what I'm saying? And that's fine. But you do need to understand the deception of this world in order to know that there is a good and bad spiritual battle going on in this whole realm. You're living out in the flesh a battle that is going on in your spirit. And unless you know that, you have no chance. You're going to lose. It's just that simple. And yes, you die. And something happens to you when you die. And I'm sure many of you already know that. And you are secure in your salvation. Praise God. But some people aren't. And I know for a fact that understanding the depth of the deception, especially of institutions like NASA, has literally made people come to Jesus. Just coming to the understanding of the deception that they have been put under, the depths of it, the enormity, has literally brought them straight to Jesus. Praise his holy name. Now, they want to start calling these guys Marsonauts and everything, right? But the bottom line is they want to alter their DNA codes. Folks, you don't want your DNA messed with. You just don't. It's already being bombarded by your food and your water and your air and you name it, okay? Now, the whole purpose of them wanting to alter the DNA is so that they can survive through the Van Allen radiation belts. That's the number one purpose of all of this stuff. They can't go to Mars until they figure out how they get through the Van Allen radiation belts. Biological beings, men, cannot go through it. You cook instantly. It's like throwing yourself into a giant microwave oven on super max high. Okay? This is what they tell us. It's not what I'm telling you. It's what they're telling you. So they need to figure out a way to get through it. And they obviously can't do it by building super spaceships, right? Or else they would, right? Well, this little video here from NASA tells us exactly what they're doing to test their little capsule that they're going to use to go to Mars. Now, listen to what this young fella has to say. He's a NASA scientist.
Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation. Sensors aboard will record radiation levels for scientists to study. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
Now, did you catch that? Just one more time, real quick, just a few seconds, to make sure he said what he said.
Radiation levels for scientists to study. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
They must solve that challenge. And, you know, not for nothing, ladies and gentlemen, but it's the same exact region of space that you must go through to get to the moon. Do you see where I'm coming from? It's right in front of you. They're telling it to you. They're laughing, basically, because you become, basically, their fodder, their food. You're the milk cow. You can't go to Mars, people, and you never will. Can't go to the moon, people, and they never did. They need more of your money so that they can pretend they did. You can laugh. You can do whatever you want. But until you know the truth, you're going to live in darkness. And I pray that you seek the truth, which is Jesus Christ. Peace and grace, many fish.
Finally, my brethren, Be strong in the Lord, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armour of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armour of God,